Hey y'all, we're the Hill family from Tennessee. We packed up our lives and moved to Japan for 18 months, and we're sharing what it's really like to live here. Everything from daily adventures like grocery shopping to parenting, travel, and the beauty of a new culture. If you've ever dreamed of living in Japan or just love learning about everyday life here, come join our family's adventure.
Hey y'all, we have made it to the Minneapolis airport. It is early flight this morning, but we found out this morning when we got to the airport that we had been upgraded to first class. Woo-hoo. So it's my first time on first class. Jordan goes all the time with business trips, but I am super excited. So we're about to go find a lounge real quick and get a little snacky and a drink before we get on our next flight into Tokyo. Okay, friends, we are boarded on the plane. Here's my little home. I have my seat, my headphones, my TV, a little nook down here that I can stretch out. Okay, so I get to my first amenity kit. I've never gotten one of these before. Jordan's brought several of them back for me, but I have never gotten to do it. Oof. Gotta pop it open. Let's see what we got inside. I already have my slippers on. They give you slippers. Missoni exclusively for Delta. So we've got soft little sleep mask. I'm gonna definitely make use of that later. Some cute little Delta socks. I have compression socks on, so I'm not gonna switch into those. Earplugs. Not me, my ears ring. No thank you. But thoughtful. Ooh, lotion. Brown Alchemist. Love lotion. Some lip balm, also we'll be using that. We've got a toothbrush, yes please, with the toothpaste, also yes. Cute little Delta pen, and then there's the cute little container that it came in. So it's my first amenity kit. I've ordered a glass of champagne, and we're gonna get settled in for a love with my friends.
This is the part where I should have taken more footage of us landing and getting through the airport and taking a taxi to our hotel. Alas, I am not yet a professional YouTuber, and I completely forgot to video this. Please feel free to use your imagination here and catch up with us tomorrow when we've slept and are caffeinated.
Good morning. We did an overnight in Tokyo last night, and so this morning we are headed to one of my favorite places that we went last time we were here, but I was so jet lagged that I don't remember a lot of the details about it. So we're revisiting the Tsukiji Fish Market, which is really cool. Lots of fresh fish. Oh, we gotta make it across before the crosswalk yells at us. Fresh sushi, lots of vendors, like just a really cool place to have all kinds of like the freshest food that you're ever, like sushi you're ever gonna find. So we are headed that way. We have picked up our traditional clear Japanese umbrellas because it's raining again. It was also raining last time I went to Tsukiji. But we've got several things to do today. We're doing the fish market for fun this morning, but then we're gonna go to a couple of stores that are kind of like IKEA to check for furniture, house goods, like pricing on all of it, the different things they have available, all that stuff. So we'll see in a bit when we do that. house hunting day one. Yesterday we did go and explore all of the different kind of neighborhoods of several of the apartments, and we didn't really record just out of respect for people's privacy because they were very residential areas, so we didn't really want to record that part. But we were kind of surprised by some of what we found. The thoughts that we thought we had about the houses and the apartments that we wanted to look at changed. Because of just kind of the areas. Like, until you get there, it's kind of hard to realize what something looks like just looking at, Google Maps or looking at the pictures of it. So I think what we realized was that the neighborhoods that we thought we wanted, because they were a little smaller and a little bit quieter, are also the ones that don't have really many restaurants and they don't have a grocery store close. And when you're thinking about having to ride a bike or having to walk to get your groceries, you may want to be closer to the city central where it's a little bit easier to do those things. So today we are going to see what properties they have for us. I think one of them we know has already been taken, but they were going to see if they could find anything else that works for us. And so come along as we see what these Japanese properties look like. We're super excited. So this is the Suramide apartment. So we've got our entryway that's got lots of shelving, lots and lots of storage. I love that here in this apartment. So we've got entry into the hallway. So we have bedrooms first and then the living dining area, family space. So this is master bedroom with a closet. There's no shelf space in this one, so that's something we would definitely have to have. Just as a reference, this is the size of it. I don't know that our king bed would even fit in here. It's much relatively smaller compared to American homes. But then we've got a second bedroom, which this one would be Kaiser's, so it's got access to the balcony. But this one is much smaller from the standpoint that he does have built-in closet space, which is really great. Shelves, hanging space, but that means that figuring out where to put the bed is a little bit harder because that has to open. So we're thinking the bed would maybe go there or maybe here, and then a desk over there, so not too bad. Bathroom space, so we've got lots of shelves in all of the vanity area. Washer, they don't really have dryers, so that's not an option. And then bathroom room, so bathing room, shower and tub, both built in. And then next door we've got the toilet room, so pretty standard. And then this is coming into the family area, so we've got lots of kind of pantry area here, more storage on this side, and then the tatami room and the living room, dining room, kitchen area. So the fridge will be leased, it will go over there. We've got lots of, he said, this is a little bit bigger because it's family sized kitchen. So we've got under cabinet storage, stove, over cabinet up here, and then an eat-in bar, which I actually really love, that we could buy stools to go here. So we could do small table, but then kind of the living room space is just smaller than what we're used to, right? So, and then the balcony really will just be used, these bars are to attach a laundry drying rack to it, so laundry string. So this is what it looks like, a nice view out over part of the city, but this is option number one. Okay, this is the Fujimidai apartment. So we've got off the entryway, lots and lots and lots of storage space in a closed closet. Love that. And then looking down again past the bedrooms into the family room. The first room we've got is the master bedroom, which is much, much bigger, much more space. I think we could fit a queen in here pretty easily. A little bit of outdoor, little bitty balcony that overlooks the road out there, and then a nice big walk-in closet. Lots of space in here. easy to add a chest of drawers. This is our second bedroom. So this is Kaiser's room. So we've got a little shelving space there. And then just normal room, a little bit easier to put maybe a bed here and a desk on this side possibly, but smaller closet space here. So that's something we would have to kind of figure out. But then we go out and we've got more storage in the hallway. Super nice. We've got the hallway toilet, a little bit newer, a little bit nicer. And then the bathroom itself. So we've got storage for all the laundry stuff, laundry area, the vanity area, and then that closes off into the kitchen area. And here we've got the bath. We kind of like this setup just a little bit better than the last one. And then if you come back out, you go into the family room. I love how they've got furniture that helps us kind of like imagine what it looks like. So we've got family room space, a tatami room, and then the balcony that overlooks part of, you know, a little city view, a little bit of the city over there, and then dining and kitchen area. And then the fridge would be over where Jordan is. So no dishwasher in this one, but lots and lots of storage space in here. So yeah, we like this one. Heated floors, all the good stuff. So that is option number 2. Okay, so this is Nagoya Dome 1, the one that was initially our favorite. We got our entryway with storage again, and then this one's a little different. So bedrooms and bathroom are off this way, and then this way walks you into a storage pantry and the living area. So we'll kind of check this out. This is kind of a nice pantry area, room for garbage, which we were kind of struggling to figure out at the Fujimadai one, but the kitchen area is a little bit smaller in general. It does have gas again. We figured out that none of them have ovens, which is not standard in Japan, which is baffling to me. But convection ovens is what we would probably have. So this space, we'll have a fridge there, and then we could add possibly some like countertop space, some kind of storage unit into that area. And then a pantry. Just a small pantry, and then it opens into actually a really open living area that's nice and bright. And then a big balcony out here. And it's actually, it's quiet on this side. This is opposite the Nagoya Dome, so kind of quiet, some trees, a little greenery. Like this is kind of peaceful to me. But then coming back in, so off of the living room is the first like guest bedroom, which is much smaller. We can only fit a single bed in here, which would be harder with visitors, I think. But it opens off to the balcony too. And then this one would be Kaiser's room. So single bed or a loft bed type situation going on. And then more closets and a little mini balcony, which is real funny. Doesn't go anywhere, just a little mini balcony. And then back into the hallway over here is the master. So we've got full wall of closet space, only room for maybe a queen bed. We've got to measure it, but it does have a balcony, and this is what looks out onto the Nagoya Dome. So there's the baseball stadium, but decent sized balcony over here. Thankfully, our realtor that's helping us lives in this area, so he's able to give us some insight on kind of what game days are like and that type of thing. So then from here, we've got some hallway storage, little hallway storage, and then a bathroom, kind of smaller, back to the bathroom, or to the toilet closet, and then back to the entryway. So this one kind of makes a nice circle. So we've got one more to check out after this, and we'll kind of have everything we need to make our decision. Okay, so this is our final option at the Nagoya Dome. So we've got our entryway. I think Look real quick. So the Nagoya Dome on this one is to this side. So there's actually a lot more space between us and the Nagoya Dome than what there was at the other one. But again, lots of entryway storage, shoes and all the things. And then as you come in, you're going back into the living area again. So on this side, we've got Kaiser's room. So pretty decent size, probably single bed over there, and then maybe like chest of drawers or desk or something. But then 2 built-in closets again. And then back across, we've got what would be the master bedroom. So bed on that side, and then decently sized closet for sure. We've got hallway toilet closet. On the other side, we've got some more built-in storage, nice and deep this time. And then walking this way, we've got the bathroom, so laundry. No storage for the laundry in this one, but vanity. And then shower room, tub room, wet room. And then into the family room space, we've got what, and the other one was a tatami room, but so it still closes off, but no tatami mats in this one, but big enough for a double bed for sure for guests if they were coming. And then TV hookup over there, so probably some kind of couch situation going on here. The bar, I think, is deep enough for us to do bar stools out if we wanted to, or dining table, however we wanted to make that work. And then outside, not as quiet as some of the others, but on the opposite side of the Nagoya Dome, so that's kind of nice. So there's a supermarket, and then just kind of other residential options here. And then with the kitchen, again, probably fridge on this side, and then possibly renting space or counter space down there, because there's not as much storage in this one, but it does have a dishwasher, so that's a positive. So yeah, it's our last one, the second Nagoya Dome one, and we'll make a decision after this.
If I'm taking transit, I'm just transiting.
And I have the car.
You have the car, you can drive in.
Right. I mean, it's really the only part of it that stinks is the soccer part.
Yeah.
And is soccer year round? Like, does he practice in the winter too?
I have no idea.
Time off.
I have no idea. Fujimi Day.
I think it's Fujimi Day. Hey, okay. We picked a house. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning for us here. It's a beautiful day. No clouds in the sky. And today is furniture day. So yesterday we made one of the biggest decisions in the quickest time ever of our lives. And it was a lot. And it was slightly nerve-wracking, but the more we talk about it and the more we've sat with it overnight, we're convinced it was the right decision for our family. So we're not really sure what the furniture, we have no idea what furniture shopping is going to look like. So if I can bring you along for a little bit, I will. Otherwise, you may just get to be surprised when you see it in our new home.
For the furniture part of that included appliances. So we started at a giant appliance store, as you can see, and we just kind of went through and picked fridge, microwave convection oven. They were a combination coffee maker, washing machine, a hot pot, yakiniku grill, that type of thing. And then they took us to their furniture warehouse. So it was, you can kind of see what it looks like. We had different options of tables, and they had everything from like the apartments that would have needed extra kitchen counter space to bar stools. And in the second room, they had everything else. So everything from bed frames and mattresses, which unfortunately only went up to a double. But also desks and living room furniture, which included couches and coffee tables and chests of drawers and bookcases, all the little extra things that you needed. From there, we did a quick supermarket run with Mai and Miho, who are our Japan mobility people there. Absolutely amazing, and they just kind of helped to show us different parts and different foods that we were curious about. So you can listen in.
I mean, but that's like a cheddar mix. And we've got cream cheese, which I use a lot. And then, ooh, brie. That's good stuff. I think this is as close as we're getting to block cheese here, though. I still want to try these things. They just look yummy. What are these?
Those are cheese pieces. We had those before. Remember?
We did? Oh, we did. We got like this brand, maybe. Or like a white cheddar.
Yeah, we got them.
Yeah. Cream cheese dessert? What?
Okay,
But yeah, I've seen
it's there's one in Nagoya station. So if you go to the door.
Today is Wednesday, and I was on my own for the morning because Jordan had to run into the office for a little bit. So I discovered in one of the malls this cool, like, food stall area where all these vendors were just set up and had all kinds of things from pastries and donuts to meat and sushi and all the fun stuff. There were tons of cute older people there, and I was definitely the only foreigner there. But it was super cool and everyone was really kind, and so I explored and walked around and found myself some lunch and took it back to the hotel room. And Jordan and I just kind of got to chill for the rest of the afternoon because Monday and Tuesday were just exhausting. Thankfully, the rest of the week isn't too bad. I don't know that I'll have a lot to share with you because we won't be able to record at Kaiser School when we go for our tour on Thursday. And then we're just doing a little bit more exploring around Nagoya. So this may be the end of what you see for our first episode, but I hope you have enjoyed coming with us as we have found our apartment. We can't wait to get here, get moved, and start getting settled on our new adventure in Japan. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our weekly updates. We'll talk to y'all soon.